Right? So what are the alternatives? Either they consider the accusations so crazy, so wild, they just ignore it, or there's truth to it and they can't respond to it.
Right.
I would think if it's just crazy wild, they would come out, we feel for Mr. Wood and we hope that he recovers from his mental breakdown, something like that. But there's not even that.
If Lynn Wood were just an average citizen, or even as a country lawyer out in some rural town, they would ignore it. But he's been in the news, not just this election. He's been in the news numerous times, and particularly this election, alleging widespread voter fraud.
He's even cheered Lynn Wood. Think about this. Mike Pence absolutely talked about the Covington kid scandal. I'm talking about the attack on those boys and what they alleged about. He's cheered the defense carried out by Lynn Wood in the past. And Lynn Wood is not mincing words. He actually said that Mike Pence is a traitor, a communist sympathizer, and a child molester. That was a tweet posted. It was his final tweet before January 7th when his account got banned.
What did he accuse Mike Pence of being?
A traitor, a communist sympathizer, and a child molester. And again, this is not Edward Zoll's opinion. This is what Joy Reid's attorney documented and placed into federal evidence in the filing.
Look, throughout the...
Brush your teeth in less than 10 seconds with this revolutionary toothbrush. It was created by a well-known dentist.
Trump administration, as the shadow government attempted to remove Donald Trump through one fake investigation after another, I never fully trusted Mike Pence. I certainly didn't trust Rod Rosenstein. Rosenstein was up to his eyeballs in it. The reason I didn't trust Mike Pence is because Mr. Trump continued to appoint swamp snakes to his administration. I mean, you point one or two and you get bit, okay, you learn your lesson. But he just continued to appoint them.
Entire nest of them.
Yes. And so we kept asking, who is whispering in Donald Trump's ear, you should appoint this person? Well, at the beginning of the administration, in the transition, who was in charge of the Trump administration transition team in vetting the people who would be appointed? Who was the person in charge?
Vice President Mike Pence.
He's part of the Tiger team, as they call it.
Who took down General Michael Flynn?
Vice President-elect Mike Pence. Whispered in the ear of the president, so I can no longer trust Michael Flynn.
So Mike Pence was at the top of this. And then we also, the allegation that came out that in the fall of 2016, that there was a secret plan by the Republican National Committee to replace Donald Trump as the Republican nominee and to appoint Michael Pence as the presidential candidate, and that Mike Pence secretly agreed to the plan. But it was
after the Billy Bush tape, right?
Yes, it was never carried out. So that's, but those things are far removed from what Lynn Wood has said.
Tame compared to what's been alleged.
That is political treachery.
And he's backing it up saying, look, I got evidence. I have a whistleblower. So he's bringing other people into it. He's not just by himself on an island and say, I got a...
And he says he has an encryption key.
Got videos. He's not backing down is the big point about this. He is just stepping on the pedal and say, yeah, you want to go? I got stuff.
But an affidavit, even if he says he has evidence, is not evidence itself.
That's right.
Yeah, but he's putting himself on a ledge that he can lose a lot. So
I understand, but still,
is he this crazy then?
Are we boxing ourselves in again here, and saying, well, he said this and he's got everything on the line, but...
Well, the reason we're talking about it, Doc, is because Lynn Wood is a credible attorney